Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? This is your NXT Halloween Havoc night number 2 post show here on the Around the Point Network. What is going on, everyone? It is 15 minutes past 10 o'clock. I had this stream set up for 10 p.m. We're like 5 minutes late, but nevertheless, we are now live officially here on the channel. We're also live over on Twitch and as well over on X. Once again, this is your Halloween Havoc 2023 night number 2 post show. This is basically another edition of Let's Talk NXT here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share through social media, wherever it is that you share videos. As always, I'm Steve. What's going on, everyone? Of course, this is a Big Mike. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Doing all right. Doing a little better than this morning, but nonetheless, we're here to talk NXT.
Exactly. Halloween Havoc, a post show, man. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell notification, share this video with all your friends and loved ones all through social media and all that fun stuff. Before we get into the show and all that stuff, want to let you guys know that this Friday we will be going live with our preview for Crown Jewel. If you notice that logo, it looks very familiar now, does it? It looks very familiar. If you watch NXT tonight. But nevertheless, Big Mike, what was your overall take on NXT tonight? What were your thoughts, man, on the show as a whole?
Besides copyright infringement, it was pretty good.
I overall thought, it was a very good show, man. I thought, these theme shows once in a while that they do, right? They always seem to be enjoyable, right? I thought night 1 was good. I thought night 2 was all right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the opening match was a fucking banger, right? The Creed brothers just, again, bro, 2 nights in a row just having these killer matches. Obviously our baby won, of course, our baby, right? Lola Vice, that she didn't need to win it, but she did. And of course, we just got off watching that main event and some questions that still need to be answered that we thought we were going to get, but nevertheless, they're making you wait till next week. Before we go into the review, Mike, being that, we do this with AEW, what's your prediction for tomorrow when by the time it's 4 p.m. and you see the rating kick in, what do you predict NXT gets?
What? So last week they got 780. No, 790. Didn't they get like 790? Something like that.
Yeah, around there. They got like 700 with change. A little more than AEW, put it that way, but a little bit more than AEW.
I'll say they stay around there, anywhere between 785 to 795.
Yeah. So okay, we're also live on Twitch, by the way, as well on X and all that stuff. So I don't have like the results or anything like that. I don't have it. We're just doing this top of the head here, Mike. Top of the head. Okay. So the show opened up with another concert from the rock band that was there. I don't know the name of the band. Seemed all right. They had like clips.
It was the same one from the first night.
I don't know the name of the girl, so I'm not gonna.
I think it's called Vampire or something. I forget.
Okay, but nevertheless, thought the performance was okay. Nothing to go crazy about here. Just showing highlights from what happened on night 1. We opened the show up with the tabled ladders and scares match of Lotharios of freaking and Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza versus the team of the Creed brothers, the same Creed brothers who made their Raw debut last night against Alpha Academy. Julius and Brutus Creed, that Ivy now dressed as the Terminator, so it seems. And listen, this was a very, very good match. This was honestly a good way to kick off the show. I said this before, and I'm gonna say this again, bro. the Creed brothers, and again, also let's give credit to to the Lotharios, right? Let's give them credit too here. You know, they went out there and just had a fucking banger of a match, bro. That one spot where they're on the apron, and I think it was Brutus who was like on the back of, I think it was Humberto and Garza, just did like a flip onto the table. There was that ladder spot where Julius went through. Like Julius really, like his back was just like toward the shreds, bro. Literally everyone just gave it their all. But the match did end with the Creed brothers getting the win. Again, 2 wins back to back. For me, I think they're ready, bro. They're ready for the big time, prime time. If anything showed you last night, if anything that you saw last night on Raw, it showed you that Julius is the future. He is the future. And again, nothing against Brutus here. But based off what I've seen, bro, Julius Creed, dude, is gonna be your future Intercontinental Champion within 2 years, in my humble opinion. Um, but nevertheless, I thought it was a very good opener. Mike, your thoughts on the match as a whole?
I'm gonna say it's pretty quick because there's a baby crying in the background. It was pretty good. Crazy spots. Ladder spot was crazy. Table spot was crazy. The finish was crazy with the Brutus bomb. Was crazy. I don't know what the influence was with Los Therios and their costume, or their not their costume, but their attire. I think the Creeds went with the Heart Foundation type of deal because they were pink and black.
Pink. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, but nonetheless, it was really, really good.
it was. We also have a poll in the chat uh, regarding what was everyone thoughts on NXT as a whole as well. But again, I thought that was very good, and again, it's just a very good way to kick off the show. Um, we also had in between the show the metaphor going into the haunted house trying to retrieve the Heritage Cup, which I thought was very funny. You had all of them dressed up as members of Scooby-Doo, right? I thought that was funny. Okay. And again, they do this every year. They do this every single Halloween. So it's not like, if this was the main roster. Like I know last night people were crapping on the trick or treat street fight between Natalia and Chelsea Green. I have to say, I thought it was funny that Piper Niven dressed up as Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I thought it was funny as hell. The point is, okay, um, you gotta understand, bro, it's these holiday shows, so they're gonna do this. Get used to it. They've been doing this for years.
Get ready for Christmas when they do a miracle on 34th Street
Street fight.
brawl.
Oh yeah.
And Thanksgiving they're gonna do the Thanksgiving turkey brawl
Oh yeah,
or
they
a
are.
food fight like they did a handful of years ago. So this is what they do. It's WWE's been doing this since the beginning of Raw itself, so it doesn't.
Absolutely. What's going on? The Lord's football as well with you. Hope everything's going well. But also from there we were supposed to get. I think I don't have the notes here. I don't have the notes. I'm not one of these people that take notes. It's not my thing. But yet they still watch us. They still watch us. We'll get into that in a little bit here. We had we're supposed to get Tiffany Stratton versus Fallon Henley. And if you remember, on night 1, Fallon Henley dressed up as Tiffany Stratton to a T. And they're supposed to have a match. And before the match even started, as Fallon Henley was making her way to the ring, she got attacked by Tiffany Stratton. And she worked on the leg. She even did the whole figure 4 on the around the steel post, right? My bad, around the ring post, if you will. And basically, Fallon Henley was, she couldn't compete. She could not compete, and they ruled her on a day-to-day. So there was that. Unfortunately, what do you expect here? What do you expect? Let me be on the safe side here, bro. Let me just find these results real quick because I don't want to be guessing here and shit, and
I
people be like,
have,
oh,
I have them.
you have them?
Next was Dirty Dom and Nathan Frazier for the NXT North American Championship.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver, Mike. Thank you very much. You are a fucking lifesaver. Uh, I thought this was very good. Believe it or not, probably one of Dom's best title defenses on the show. Yes, there was that little hiccup near the end when he was gonna go for like the drop kick to put Frazier into the ropes, but he's like he missed him. You can just tell that he missed him. But it's fine. I'll let it slide. Nevertheless, this was a very, very good match. Good back and forth. I love Dom's entrance. Like he's literally dressed as a convict in handcuffs and mommy as a cop, and just had to release him basically, right? I think what we're missing here was the mask. If he came out with like the WrestleMania, like the lucha mask and all, would have been just over everything, right? But nevertheless, I thought again both guys had a good showing. Nathan Frazier was about to win this. It looked like he was up on the top rope, and then mommy distracted, and Dom basically threw him onto the outside, and he hit the table, the announcer's table, and eventually Dominic hit the 5-star, hit the frog splash for the 1, 2, 3, just like his dad. Your thoughts on the match, Big Mike?
The match was cool. Love Dom's entrance with mommy. I thought Nathan Frazier was a tad bit sloppy. I don't know if it was me that only saw that. It was a couple moves that he did that was kind of like, ooh, he almost killed Dom there. But
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, right.
yeah, it was like that one little move he did where he caught him and he did like a neck breaker, and he like drove Dom's head into the mat, and it was like, oof, like that was kind of, no, it was like it's almost like a crossroads. It was like a catch and crossroads, something like that. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the match. It wasn't a doubt in my mind. I thought Dom was going to lose the North American Championship, not to Nathan Frazier.
You thought so?
Nothing against Nathan Frazier, but yeah.
You know, real quick, we got like 8 of you guys in the chat. Hit those come on, hit that like button, y'all. We only got 4 people liking the stream. Come on, what are we doing, y'all? Come on. We're doing this on Tuesday because let's face it, you guys are not going to tune on Wednesday. You're not going to tune in. So we'd rather do this on a post show. Might be the move going forward. We'll keep you posted on that as well. But again, overall, for me, one of Dom's best title defenses as the North American champion. And then after this, Wesley made his appearance. The music hit. He made his way to the ring and went after Dominic Mysterio and looked at the title. And it's funny because we're all playing, murder detective here, mystery detective here, or detective, whatever you want to call it, right? Who attacked Trick Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were putting pieces of the puzzle here. We all assume Wesley because we have not seen him in a minute, right? We said this last week, and now here he is showing up to basically won the North American Championship, a title that he lost to Dominic Mysterio, right? If you guys remember. And so that basically now clears him out of him attacking Trick Williams. And we'll find out later on what happened.
I don't think that necessarily does.
You think so? You think so, man?
I mean, that could be a play up, We still don't know. I mean, at the end, we saw what happened at the end, and that that ended on a cliffhanger, and then ultimately what we saw very last frame, we don't know until we get to it. We'll talk about it.
Exactly. What else happened here? What was next, Mike?
Braun Breaker versus Mr. Robert Stone, or Mr. Stone.
Mr. Stone, yes. Overall, this is short, man. Listen, you realize, back in the day, Robbie E, bro, was in shape. Robbie E from Impact Wrestling.
I thought he was a little bit bigger back in the day. He lost his wrestling body a little bit.
He did, bro. Became a manager, bro. It's like the Fed looked at him and was like, nah, bro, you're good. You can be a manager, bro. We'll make you a manager. Because you
Yeah.
watch him, if you watch him back in the day when he was in TNA, because that's what you can call it now, right? It's TNA now, right? He was part of the bromance with Jesse Goddard, right? And DJ Z. Dude, pause. You know, had a look, had a physique to him. Had a Jesse more than Robbie. And then he went to the Fed, and it's like he's been a manager this whole time. It's like he just lost all his muscle tone. He just lost it all, bro. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like he had the Robert Stone, like he had like his own firm or something like that, like the Robert Stone something, I
Yeah, he
forget.
did. He did.
And it
Yeah.
was like a joke.
It was. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was like for them, it was like, we're good, bro. We're good. If you will. So after basically they had the match. It was a short match, bro. It wasn't anything like crazy per se. Like basically Braun Breaker beating the crap out of Robert Stone, bro. Robert Stone got some offense in a little bit. He went for the roll up, and I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna really do this? Like, no. And what do you know, bro? Braun Breaker hit the spear for the 1, 2, 3. And then after the match, he was gonna go attack him with the steel steps, right? Those steel steps that we saw, right? The same way he took out Von Wagner like 2 months ago. Von Wagner shows up, bandage over the head and all, to make the save, make the rescue. And we can tell that he's still not 100% because he's holding onto his head, right? He was a little fatigued, a little dizzy, right? Like Tyson Fury on Saturday night when Ngannou was throwing him shots at him. You know what I mean? And so basically that's what happened, right? He rescued his friend. And later on in the night, we find out that Von Wagner wants a match with Braun Breaker for next week. And it's official. It's happening next week. It is. So again, I thought overall you knew where this was going to, so I'm fine with it. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, quick match. I kind of thought Von Wagner was going to come out during the match, but hey, he came nonetheless. So that's a nice little point on my picks. But still in the mud because I think I picked Mr. Robert Stone.
I don't even
because
remember,
I
bro.
thought it was.
I don't even remember.
I thought Von Wagner was gonna help him win, and then that would have eventually got them the match. But he came out at the end. So I mean, what after a week of PT, he can walk perfectly fine again. That's freaking crazy. I wish I had that type of that type of anatomy to where I can only do something for a week and be super good at it.
Oh, I used all my time already. I already used most of my time. I used it all, so I have to wait till I guess in a couple more.
No, I'm talking about physical therapy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They meant like time off from work, like
No.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, bro. I thought that's what you meant, Big Mike. But we'll see. We'll see where they go with this. What else happened after this, Mike? What else happened?
After that, we got the women's tag match for the tag titles. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Chase University of Thea Hill and JC Jane with Andre Chase and Duke Hudson.
Yeah. So early in the night, they were backstage and they're talking about their win, and JC Jane, who I must say, bro, it's crazy to think, bro, that when Toxic Attraction, they went split. Everyone thought Gigi Dome was going to be the breakout star.
All right.
Out of the two.
Right.
And I was one of them. And I'm wrong. I was wrong, bro. Happy to see.
We were all wrong.
Happy to see a Jersey girl, getting up there, getting the opportunity and making it work. If you recall in the backstage segment, JC Jane was telling, Mr. Chase, hey, listen, last week I scratched your back. Now you scratch my back. Right? Which I mean, again, you wouldn't mind scratching her back. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Respectfully, of course, right? Who would not mind? But again, Mr. Chase wants to win it honorably. Like, no, you can't be doing that. And I thought the match, it was okay. Nothing to go crazy here, right? Your typical women's tag team match. And it looked like there was a moment there where JC Jane was trying to grab onto the NXT tag team title because Duke Hudson was like hyping up the crowd, and Andre Chase was like, nope, we're not doing this. And that's what cost him. Chelsea Green hit the Unprettier for the 1, 2, 3, and still your women's tag team champions, Piper Niv, and Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green 2 weeks back, two wins back to back. You remember last night on Raw, she did win the Halloween trick or treat street fight, whatever the fuck that was. But I'm fine with it. Mike, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we saw the story play out in the match. JC wanted to cheat so bad, didn't get that opportunity because you got to be clean cut now. Maybe some good ways are gonna brush off on her, and she'll be able to get some legit wins the legit clean way. But this time it didn't happen.
Yeah. Want to read the chat real quick. Delano Sil Jr., salute to Around the Point Network. Salute to you, my man. Salute to you, brother. Hope all is well with you. You want to get into this now, Mike? You want to talk about this now?
Yeah, let's talk about it now. It should take up a little bit before we get to
the
Let's talk about no. Let's talk about Lola Vice and Kehlani Jordan, and then before the main event, we'll talk about what we got to talk about.
Well, let me get it set up though. Let me get this set up for now. Okay, let me get this set up real quick because I just have to. But yes, Big Mike, Lola Vice versus Kehlani Jordan, right? The finals of the women's breakout. I thought this was a very good match for what they did. But did it go long? No. But what they needed to do, I felt like they got it done in the time that was given. You noticed 2 women's matches on the show? Holy crap, right? I don't think you're getting that tomorrow.
No.
You know what I mean? You noticed, right? The matches weren't at 9:25. You know what I mean? But that's no here. Not that's no here or there. That's no here or there. Again, you guys should know that we are pro Lola Vice here. We are a very, very pro Lola Vice here. We think she's just, you know what I mean, Mike? We think Lola Vice is a remarkable prospect, just respectfully, But nevertheless, let's be honest, does she need to win this? Not quite. However, being that Lyra Valkyria is a babyface, and I feel like because you notice, right, the media attention she got, right, from winning the title, they showed her on the Irish Sun and all the stuff over in the UK. It got a big reaction. So it looks like down the road, I don't know when, because I don't know. Does the breakout contract, does it work? Like, do you cash in whatever you want to? Is it like Money in the Bank?
I forget because I forget how Roxanne Perez did hers.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it works like that. They get at least they get the caller shot, pretty much. Okay. Like, hey, I got a shot coming up. I'll take it now.
Fair enough.
So
fair enough.
It depends.
That's fair. But to me, again, did Lola Vice need to win this? Not really, but I'm happy that she did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy that she got the W here. Delano writes here, not a fan of Green and Niven holding the belts. Still the real tag teams like Carter and Chance sit back in catering. I rock with Lola Vice and I like Elektra Lopez in the corner. We do as well.
Yeah.
Romeo writes here, it's not Money in the Bank. You just call the match whenever you want. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they get the caller shot. I think that's how it worked.
Yes. I feel like we're missing some stuff here from the show. also, like backstage early on with the whole like Chase U stuff, the family came out. They want the rematch. They're gonna get it down the road. Okay.
Mm,
Do you want to get into this now, Mike? What we saw?
yes. Yes.
So I'm sure you guys saw the vignette that Reggie Scripps, that's what they call him in St. Louis, right? That's what they call him now in St. Louis, Scripps growing up, right? He cut a vignette with his group, his posse, his clique, called OTM, right? Now, OTM stands for Out the Mud. Now,
Mm-hmm.
for those of you who've been following us for a while now, we know here on the show, we love to say, the words in the mud or out the mud. I know for some people, it can get annoying. It can get really irritating when we say, oh, you in the mud, bruh. But it's just the flow of the saying. It's just how we say it. You know what I mean? And if we're able to let you guys say that in your everyday conversation, that puts a smile on our faces. It really, really does. You know what I mean? But if you guys have been following us all as well, you would notice that the Fed has been watching us. Now, if you guys remember at Double or Nothing, I went to Double or Nothing in Vegas just to give people a brief description because I feel like I have to right now.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember I went to Vegas with Chase and Walter. There's a video that went out of a fan watching. I believe the pay-per-view at the time was
Wasn't it Great American Bash?
no. It was freaking Vengeance Day. Vengeance Day.
It was Vengeance Day.
No, was it Vengeance? Let me see here.
I think it was Great American Bash. It was the summer.
Nah, but that was July though, bro, wasn't it?
July.
That was American Bash normally is in July, and let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna feel like a piece of crap. I'm gonna feel like a battleground. It was battleground.
Battleground.
They're watching. There was a fan watching Battleground on his phone, and again, there's that video. We were the ones who filmed that video. Weeks later on NXT, you see Reggie watching something on his phone. Coincidence? I think not.
And it's remarkable that it's consistently the same person.
Yes, the same person. So then today on NXT, and again, then they have the crew named Out the Mud.
Yeah.
Out the Mud.
We see these goofballs
Out the
before
Mud.
we even know what their name is. They're just their names as a tag team name. Then they get Scripps, aka Reggie, and then they put out the name, it's OTM, and then OTM stands for Out the Mud.
Yes.
So we're like,
now,
okay.
I want people to just keep this in mind, bro. And again, I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all, bro. In fact, I'm happy. And again, I know there's some of you who are new, probably wondering, what the fuck are you guys talking about right now, right? There's no way, man. There's no way. Y'all capping right now. Well, look at this. You see that? Y'all see that? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys notice in that photo? What do y'all notice? You guys notice the letters OTM? Yeah, we know it's NWA inspired, what have you, right? We know this. Out the Mud, OTM. I don't know. Mike? I don't know, man. If I just happen to
I don't know, it looks real familiar.
yeah, I don't know. Like this, you mean?
Oh, yes.
You guys can't, like, come on, bruh. Y'all can't fool me on this shit, bruh. Y'all can't fool us on this, WWE. Look at this. And I know what some of y'all will say. You guys have the red rectangle on the, on the outside. You have the words around the point. That really is not the same. Well, okay, remove the words around the point and remove the red rectangle. Like, bruh. And the way ATP is positioned.
Yeah.
Like, bro. And listen, I'm not angry. I am not angry at all. It puts a smile on my face to know that, again, we don't have this Around the Point Network, we don't have a big budget. We don't. Okay. We don't have the production like these other big channels. All right. We're not endorsed by a website. We don't seek validation from a journalist or these blue check marks here in this space. We don't. We barely try. We try the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they're watching.
Mm-hmm.
They're watching us. You can't tell me differently. And you know the sad part about it is, a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, y'all wrong. Y'all being ignorant as all hell right now. Y'all being dumb as fuck right now. Y'all we're there watching y'all. You can't tell me differently, bro. I'm happy. Hey, man, we're being watched. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. So and if they happen to catch this on VOD, what's up, Scripps? Hey, WWE, how you doing?
What's up, What's up, Reginald? What's up, Reginald? Okay. What's going on, Frantic World? Long time no see. What's up, Steve, Big Mike in chat to stop by to say, hey, NXT going to the hood now. Yeah, I know, right? I have a perfect movie. The title NXT in the Hood Part 1. NXT Back to the Hood Part 2 with OTM and Reggie. LOL. Listen. Just cut the check, y'all. Just cut the check.
Bro, that's all I've been asking. CTC, man. Cut the check.
We're not asking. Listen, we're just asking for the minimum. Look, bro. If you know what? Give us tickets to shows, bro. You know what I mean? If you know what? Let us interview, I don't know, freaking somebody. I don't know. But still, bro, it puts a smile on my face to know what's going on. It puts a smile on my face. Let's move on, Mike. Let's move on. What else happened on the show? We had Lexis King cut a promo backstage with one what's her name? God damn it, yo. What's her name?
I forget her name.
Fuck. She's married to Vic Joseph.
Like I know that. Like I know her name.
I'm gonna feel like a dumb. I'm gonna feel like a POS if I don't look this up right now. I'm gonna feel like a POS if I don't see what this is right now. Here we go. Nope, not her. Not her. There we go. Mackenzie Mitchell. There you go. Mackenzie Mitchell. And in the interview, talks about how people are talking about Lexis King and how he is gonna take over basically NXT and make an impact, and how he's making moves already as we speak and what have you. And he wanted her to stick around, enjoy some of this candy, and she wasn't having it. And I loved how they moved from that to the next scene was Vic Joseph and Booker T on the table, calling the action, right? Realizing that, oh my God, that's Vic Joseph's wife. And you notice as she's leaving, Pillman, my bad, Lexis King was peeping like, So good on them on that. Also on the show, they replaced the host of Halloween Havoc. So this week it wasn't Shotzi and Scarlett. Instead, it was freaking Alba Fire and
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn, yeah. They're back to NXT, bro. Whoopee. Yay. We did mention also about the whole haunted house thing. It ended up with Tosal wanting a shot at the Heritage Cup. And he's getting it next week. He ain't going to win it, though.
Yeah.
So
no, I think he's going to get swept, too. I think he's going to last 2 rounds.
Yeah, probably so. The main event time, or are we missing one more match here?
Main event time.
Main event time. Yes, main event time. It was almost a Braun Breaker. I don't know why. It was Carmelo Hayes versus Ilja Dragunov 3, the trilogy. I loved how Carmelo was wearing a Justice for Trick shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. I just thought it was. Overall, listen, this was a very, very good back and forth match. I'll be honest though, out of the 3 matches, this is probably at the bottom. I think it's also because it was on TV and you really weren't able to go the distance that you did as you went on Battleground and that Great American Bash.
Yeah, those two.
My bad. Hell no. My bad. Great American Bash and No Mercy. Let me correct myself here. You know what I mean? I felt like the No Mercy match was number 1. The Great American Bash was number 2, and then this was number 3 for me. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I agree because the No Mercy match, which was the second match, right?
Yeah, the second match. Yeah,
they went They went harder in that match than they did in the first match, and it was longer. So they gave you more in that first match. You know, it was Can Mello get physical with Ilya, and he passed the test, but he failed the test in the second match, and he didn't make it that far and lost the title. And then now, you know, trying to get the title back, and he got all these distractions. He lost, you know, because Trick came out there, and you know, nonetheless, before then, the match was decent. You know, it was a crazy spot. That little, what do they call that move where he goes down with the elbow?
The Torpedo Moscow, I think it's called.
No, that's when he throws his whole body.
The Moscow.
I think it's called like the Sippany something.
The Moscow Mule, I think it's called.
Oh, the Moscow Mule.
I believe so.
Well, he does that on the announcer's table, and he goes straight to the announcer's table. That was brutal. And a spot where he was getting ready to do it again from the top rope, and he got caught in a code breaker. He sold the heck out of that code breaker. And then, like I said before, the Trick Williams coming out and basically throwing Mello off his game a little bit, and he ended up losing again.
Yeah. Trick Williams cost Carmelo Hayes here. And if you notice, yeah, bro, like again, he had the match 1 ready to go, and then that happened. You know, and being as it may, Trick, my bad, Ilya was leaving, and then Trick gets into the ring. It looks like we're about to finally get some answers, right? To what happened. But before we got answers, we go to backstage because, oh my God, Vic just, we must go backstage right now. Something's happening. And it's Baron Corbin attacking Ilya Dragunov. So he's getting the next shot from what it looks like he probably who's next, and that's fine. It's fine. I don't have an issue with it. You know, it's a big. I'm not now. When I say big profile, what I mean is the fact that Baron Corbin is technically someone who is on the main roster, has done some stuff, right? Won his main roster debut match at WrestleMania, US champion, King of the Ring, you name it, right? So it's like, yeah, he has a name to him, right? And it should be a win for Ilya. But back to Mello and Trick, again, we never got answers. The last thing we saw was Trick Williams lifting up Mello from his armpit. Like angry, mad, like, you know, something happened. Like, you know, like he had the look on his face. He was angry, bro. But
and here's the thing about that. I think he was lifting them up to embrace, and they didn't want to show that. I think they wanted to, you know, I think he either wanted to lift him up and then like kind of size him up to see if he was like, bro, it's not me, kind of test him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they embrace or fake embrace. But it was a good cliffhanger. We still don't know who did it. Everybody's still on the chopping block pretty much that we think Mike did it.
Exactly. But that was basically the show overall. For me, at overall, I'll give the show. I'll give it a B. Big Mike, what about you?
I'm right there. I'm right there along with you. B.
A B? That's what's up, brother. We're giving the show a B. Let me go back to the poll because we're gonna end the poll now. I want to see where we're at right now with the poll. I asked you guys, I asked y'all, what was 1 second here. Get this out of the way. Because we are about to, wrap this up, you know what I mean? So I asked you guys, what do you all think of Halloween Havoc Night 2? 9 of you voted, which is not bad. 56% said it was great. 22% voted it was meh. And the other 22% voted that I didn't see it. So that is the report on the Great American Bash. I thought overall it was a great show. I gave it a B, though. But let us know your thoughts and all fun stuff. Again, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. I'm aware that YouTube is acting very, very sketchy right now as far as streamings are concerned. And I know I'm not the only one in this space that's noticed it. I know a lot of y'all get these notifications late whenever we upload a live stream. And I know we're not the only ones that are dealing with this stuff. We're not the only ones. So it's important that you guys hit the bell notification so you're notified when we go live here on the channel. All right. So to give you guys the heads up of what's going to be going down. Yesterday, myself and Big Mike were live with Steve's Kitchen. We talked about Francis Ngannou shocking the world against Tyson Fury, even in defeat. So they say. We talked about MJF and Kenny Omega for their match at Collision. And, of course, the contract signing of LA Knight and Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel is going to go down this Saturday at 1 p.m. But speaking of Crown Jewel, this Friday on Around the Point on the flagship show, we're bringing it back, y'all. We'll be previewing and predicting Crown Jewel. Look at the logo there. Come on. You guys can't fool me. You know what I mean? So make sure, again, that you got to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you be notified when we go live here on the channel. You can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Follow the Around the Point Network on X at Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out.
Yeah, you can follow me on X at Detroit Gamer 313. Also here every single day on Around the Point Network.
Running Rights here was better than week 1. You can say that, right?
Was it better? I mean, I think it was slightly better than week 1.
Will tonight be Dynamite again? Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
If you want to be petty, put both ratings together and take
yeah. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. For myself, for Big Mike, for the gang, for WWE who's watching us as we speak, this has been Let's Talk NXT, the post show to Halloween Havoc here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, y'all.